Today I want to touch on a topic about what really works. You see, do you know what I find in most areas of life, the theory of something works because it's theory, but when it comes to practice and actually the implementation, it doesn't. Right now, I see so many people out there in the mortgage broking space, in the financial planning space, talking about the difference between a redraw and an offset. So yes, in theory, they actually do the same sort of thing. And let's just relate this to a principal place of residence, because it does make a very large difference if we're looking at it in investment property on how do you actually utilize those. So in theory, whether you use an offset account or a redraw facility, if your goal is to pay your house off, works almost identically. However, that's in theory. You see, in practice, everyone has different habits, different spending habits, different money habits, how they do things. And so from a psychological point of view, we tend to find that redraw works so much better, not because it's necessarily any different than an offset account, but it's more the psychological factors around it that actually make people follow through on their goals. Perfect example is an offset account, you have easy access to that money in an ATM. In a redraw facility, you don't. So when we look at most people's relationship with money is, hey, if I have $10,000, $20,000 in an offset account, I'm more likely to spend it or overspend on your budget than you would if the money's sitting in a redraw. This is why we believe, and we've got the data to back it up, that utilizing the right strategy around redraw works so much better than just the theory of an offset account. Hey, if we're branching this out even further when it comes to investments, it says, it's not timing the market, it's time in the market. And right now in the property cycle, if you're a property investor, so many people are trying to time the market, especially in Victoria where we've had pretty slow growth, where if you actually look at the really successful people, it takes a very long time and they look at the time in the market, not necessarily how you time the cycles. So yes, and I've experienced this myself where we've timed the market really well and the property's shot up and doubled in under 2 years. Fantastic results. Can you duplicate that all the time? I would dare say you probably can't. What's better is to say, hey, what's right for you, your personal strategy, and based on when you buy the right asset, based on when's the right timing for you, and then make sure that gives you enough time in the market, ideally 10, 20 years, and you're going to do phenomenally well. Hey, listen, this is no difference to if you're investing in Bitcoin, if you're investing into the stock market. Dollar cost averaging, rather than trying to time the dips and the ups and the downs, will generally always work so much better. In theory, you hear so many people say, oh, we can find you the next hotspot. In practice, 99 out of 100 times, it just doesn't work. So what is dollar cost averaging? And this is relation to more, say, the share market, let's say in index fund. It's simply where you allocate a certain amount of money every month, let's call it $1,000, and every single month, $1,000 gets invested into the market or into that index fund, whether the market is up, down, or sideways. In doing that, you're building the consistent habits, which is what actually creates you wealth or creates the wealth for you, and you do it consistently every single month. That's dollar cost averaging. These days, you can do that into Bitcoin, you can do that into anything. You can almost do that into real estate, but obviously over a longer period of time, maybe not every month. You could probably buy an asset in real estate every 12 months if you're going to be aggressive. So why do I say all this? Because it's so important, and we see so many people and they're so emotionally involved in what they're trying to achieve financially, instead of saying, what am I really want as an end goal? What do I have to do day by day, week by week, month by month to actually get there? You know the hardest thing about it all? It's boring. But boring works. Hey, if you're a real estate agent, let's say, I was talking to one yesterday and we're talking about the possibilities for this young gentleman in his career over time. If you make the calls and do the work, boring, not glamorous, over 5-10 years, the sort of money you can make is outrageous. And I would dare say that compounds with anything, whether it's your health, whether it's your fitness, whether it's your relationship. It's doing the boring consistently not looking for the quick hit, the fast this, the fast that. Because in theory, most things work, but most people don't put that into practice because we're human beings. We have emotions, get swayed by life. So do it actually works based on who you are, not on what the theory says out there in the marketplace. Hey, like always, if you want to sit down, review whether you're looking to pay your home off in record time or scale out an investment portfolio, that's what we do here at The Loan Room. We would love to help, love to guide you and work with you to help you achieve your goals.